Hi, my name is Mark von Drasek, or Doc V, as students tend to call me. I'm a physics teacher and research advisor at Evanston Township High School. And this is just a brief little video about the types of science research contests that students can get involved in. For high school students, when you go through that whole research process, and if you were to write up the work that you did and the results that you have, and you wanted to do something with that, what are some options for you as far as contests go? So first, most are probably familiar with the idea of a science fair. Okay, a lot of middle schools will do that. Sometimes elementary schools do it, and many high schools do it. Well, for Evanston at least, there's a organized statewide science fair that's run. They divide the state up into different districts, and any high school students within those districts can submit papers and participate in this science fair process. So the purpose is to basically act like a scientist. Part of the science process is to do your research, try to answer questions that you have with empirical evidence, with physical evidence, write it up and then present it to the world. Let people know what you found. And that's how we progress science and how we progress human information through, from decade to decade and from year to year, from person to person. And this would be equivalent to like a professor, a researcher who would go to a conference or submit a paper for publication, things like that. Now, for us at Evanston, we tend to participate in three main types of science contests. One is the science fair. Technically, it's the Illinois Junior Academy of Science that runs this. And this is something where any student of any year, any grade level, can submit their work. They can submit a paper and then go to the regional fair and give a poster presentation. You actually make a poster that goes kind of like the three-fold cardboard pieces that you may have seen before. And you present to judges. And you kind of get rated based on that. So they'll ask you questions, you'll defend your work. And have a conversation about that. It's really kind of fun. So you can get gold, silver, and bronze ratings. They also have best in category type awards. And in our region, at least, there's four students that will get to go to the International Science Fair. Now, anyone at the regional level gets a gold rating. And honestly, most students there will get a gold rating. Have the option of moving on and presenting at the Illinois State Science Fair. Those students who get selected to go to the international fair, that's usually held in different states from year to year. And we've had, for the 3 years that we've done this, we've had students actually make it to the international fair. So it's very possible. The second one is the big one, the Science Talent Search. This has been around for decades, since the 1940s. It's called the Nobel Prize for High Schools. They really are looking for the best talent within the country. This one, only seniors can submit papers to it. And after you submit a paper, they're going to choose the national semifinalist group, the top 300 papers. And these papers are judged by professors. If you are a national semifinalist, and we've had well over 100 students at Evanston who have done this, nowadays you get $2,000 for the student, and the school also receives $2,000 to go into the research fund. From that semifinal group, they'll choose the 40 national finalists. Those 40 students actually go to Washington, D.C. They do poster presentations, and they get interviewed by top scientists from all around the country. Believe it or not, the top award, the top prize for this for an individual high school student is $250,000. So this is one that a lot of students have actually submitted to, and Evanston, actually one of the first 10 schools to participate in this back in the 1940s. We have one of the better track records in this for any public high school in the country. And then there's the Junior Science and Humanities Symposium. This is run out of Loyola University. And this one, you submit your research paper, and they'll select usually around 12 students as the finalists. Those finalists actually have to go to Loyola and they present. They do a PowerPoint presentation before judges who are professors in the area, and they get questioned, and those judges will ultimately select the top three. Those three students get to go to the national symposium and present there. At the national symposium, winners, they have 6 different sections going. Those 6 winners of those sections actually go to an international symposium that's usually held in London. Evanston has actually had 2 students make it to London and represent the United States. So all of these are possible. Every student we've had do this, and we've had hundreds of students since I've been here who have participated in different one or more of these science contests, and you can participate in all 3 if you're a senior. And they've had a blast, and we've had a lot of success, but mainly you do this for fun. You do it to finish off the science process, to gain that experience. Not many high school students do science research or enter contests like this. So yeah, it does look good on a college application and things like that. This all kind of revolves around the research report, kind of a glorified, longer version of a science lab report that you might do in any of your science classes. Deadlines vary. Just talk with your teachers, and we can help you look at these and select what you might want to do if you choose to do so. And yeah, the symposium and the science fair are for any grade levels. The Science Talent Search is for only seniors. But these are the kind of the main areas that people can go to and the options that we have available to us. So have fun with it. If again, it's not an obligation, it's not a requirement, but you can choose to enter any of these. We encourage you to get that experience and have some fun with it. But hopefully this helps you a little bit.